There's always a little pause at the beginning because I never know when I'm actually recording. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, coming in on YouTube with week 18 for Team Wars, I believe. If I'm off by the weeks. Good timing, Akuma. How do you hold a fucking flute? Arm in front of me like this? It's like this? I don't know. Holding a flute is fucking lame. Anyway, Akuma, welcome in. We're going to watch some South Park Phone Destroyer Team Wars review. I appreciate you guys. We do this every week, except the week I was in Vegas. We're going to check out all 5 accounts on Team Wars this week. We got Goth Kid week. We're going to start it out. Welcome in. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do it. It means a lot to me. We're going to start off with a level 6950, or a level, not a level, a rank. And I realized, after I played these, I realized that on this account, my Adventure Lock account, Michael was sitting 597 out of 600 for level 6. So I could have just done one request and had him at level 6 for Team Wars. Luckily, it didn't matter, but then guess what? I noticed it, I request him, and then the first pack that I open after I request that Michael, the first pack, I get 3 fucking Michaels. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Pete would be the most valuable card. Yeah, I would say Pete. I never play Goth Kids unless I have Pete there because you'll just die too soon. I feel like I outplayed every single Goth Kid lineup that I came up against. Even on the account that I only had a level 3. So it wasn't just the levels pulling me through. But like right here, this situation right here, Michael is brutal. Michael by himself can fucking kill it. As long as Pete's still alive. So now the Stand the Great is good here because he can use the ability and get me to not heal myself. I heal by 1. Look, I'm doing 1 damage. That's hilarious. I didn't notice that. But now when I hit, I do fucking a bunch of heal. We end up getting 2 hits off, which is great. We put... Oh, look at that. That knockback would have had Fryer protecting from the stand. It's hilarious. All right, the Witch on the bottom is level 3. I probably can't play him. Yeah, it's okay. It's against level 5s, so it shouldn't be too terrible. But I'm going to have to play Professor Chaos or something against him because the level or Pirate Ship should work. Well, no, I don't know. The bad Satan here says a good heal or a good play for me because nobody's going to kill the slave here, or the slave heal at least. Hopefully we can stop the Chaos. Gets the slow, but we do stop him from hitting New Kid. Very well played there. Could have a good ink in here. I think we're going to play it because that is one of the few things that can actually break the slave heal, and it looks like he didn't get the slave heal broken. So this blast from New Kid might break it. Looks like it... I don't think it did. Doesn't look like it did. Doesn't matter because Pirate Ship brings it home for us. Well played with the Adventure Lock. Now we got Rain of Fire. Oh, good name. Good name. Going down, 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 and burning rain of fire. It burns, burns, burns. So this is kind of scary. You don't want, like, sometimes one of the only ways you can lose this week, if you ask me, is if Cycle is just poor and you just cannot get a Goth Kid push out and they get a Goth Kid push out and they fuck you up. Or somebody plays Man-Bear Pig and you mid immediately and you don't handle it right. That could very well happen. See, here I had to play my Henrietta first, which is almost never a good play, but we're able to get the Stand the Great, excuse me, able to get him out to help us out. We cycle into the Pete, luckily, if you ask me, and the Pete is going to help take down the Man-Bear Pig. Now we're going to get the Furkle out mostly because we want that extra damage on the Pete and the Michael when Henrietta does eventually die, because Henrietta is most likely going to die here. Satan is an option this week, I believe, so Satan could come here. Furkle with the Pete on New Kid is really brutal. He misses it, so this is actually right here is actually still a good push if the Michael can get the heal off. See, he gets the heal off. There you go, 120 heal, big time, and then the Pete takes it out. Well done. Pete himself survives New Kid and can keep healing up from it if the timing works well. But we can just leave the rats. That was smart of me. Get him on Murph is just, you know, he's beefy. It's hard to keep him off a New Kid if once you get him there. And New Kid doesn't have a lot of health, so easy pickings for us last night. Gotcha, boy. Excuse me. All right. Pirate Ship Timmy is always a pretty good lead because it kind of forces him to play into you. You can almost always get some hits off before he dies, and it almost always puts them in a bad position. And usually you can get the ability off too. So Stand the Great in the corner, I would say, is the next play. Witch potentially. You kind of want to save the Witch to play in front of the catapult potentially. Not catapult, Pirate Ship. So you drop this. See, that's what I was saying. You protect this, and now maybe, just maybe, the Pirate Ship doesn't hit. Oh, he did hit me, but it wasn't enough with the chaos to take me down. We slow these two, which is big. Now you want to stagger as much as you can the slow and the decrease of the health of the attack. You do not want to apply your Stand the Great debuff when you just applied the Witch token, or the Witch, not Witch token, the Witch garrison. Like, you want to stagger those. And right here, you want to wait until the Stand the Great's moving away, because if they have low attack and low attack speed, like, what's the point of the low attack if they're not going to attack with it, right? You want to like, that's the best way to stagger it. And now we just, you know, play it low. I always play the Furkle on the opposite side because it demands attention, because New Kid can't deal with it, because it'll always keep healing it. And sometimes they might play something that it won't. Like, if you play Witch and Furkle are going back and forth, they'll hit each other, and he'll just keep healing off of it. Not bad, not bad. All right, Pirate Ship Timmy again for the lead here. No, we start with the Witch because of what he played, which is good. Pirate Ship would have been okay if we would have played it first, but it's kind of scary because, like, all of our judgment is based on New Kid being a higher level now. So, like, when we think, oh, New Kid and that guy will deal with it, sometimes that assassin is going to get one hit off that you didn't think he was going to normally get. And that's the one hit difference between winning or not in Team Wars. So, got to be careful. In my opinion, in his situation, I wouldn't have used the slow. I would have let him keep coming into me quicker, because me being slow means I didn't push forward at all, and he can kind of push into me. So this is actually scary because we led the Pete like that, but because we don't have to worry about removal, we don't have to use the cycle of you know, Michael into Henrietta, because we don't have to worry about the removal spells. Now, I play the Furkle only because I knew I had enough energy for the Pete, or for the Henrietta, excuse me. And then I play her on the top side to defend, to kind of split a little bit. You know, whenever you see a Chinese name, you always wonder if maybe they're going to be a heavy whale, but God, in Goth Kids is so tough because now Furkle spawns right again and just smacks New Kid. Like, in Team Wars, Goth Kids might be the most punishing thing. Even cows are harder. Cripple Fight versus Pioho. You expect a pretty good fight from Cripple Fight 3. Or Cripple Fight with a 3. They're one of the better teams. You expect at least a decent deck and decent levels. So he's got the Pirate Ship, but I do not. So he's got a bit of a lead on me here. I slow play here just to keep it on my side a little bit. He's going to bring the Murph into me most likely. So we want to slow play. All right, now if he's smart, he would bring... So now this account, actually, I have level... Okay, here we go. I like this. On this account, I have level... Ooh, nice. Nice stun. Interesting choice there. The critters might be the death of them. We'll see. But on this account, you see there, I have level 3 Henrietta. So I was really trying my hardest not to use Henrietta, because I'm thinking, like, I really don't want to have to use her. And right now, I haven't had to. Furkle might die, but no, Furkle keeps getting full heal against that tank. So this was actually one of the best non-Henrietta plays of the Goth Kids that we've seen in a while. But can we push it through We'll see. He's got 303, but Stan the Great's going to take it away. And now with that heal, Michael heals himself back up to survive. The Stan the Great absolutely destroying the competition here. And we do get the Henrietta out. Even if it's level 3, it's going to still get good value. Stan the Great gets another hit off. And the Critter with plus 300 attack is rendered absolutely useless. Critter Cripple Fight with the terrible deck choice, if you ask me. The level 3 Henrietta is all we need. And New Kid not killing anybody. So Henrietta not even having to spawn any more health here. Taking the hits though, but everybody else healing up slowly from the hits from the level 7 rat. Rats aren't really the choice either. Like this is, I said you should expect good levels, maybe not good choices. I don't know why you'd go the rats when Professor Chaos is a choice and Super Fart. Like what is the point of the rats? I don't understand. I guess if you're smart, you can use the rats to break Slave's heal. But that's kind of dumb. Oh, Pirate Ship was hitting New Kid there. That's pretty legendary. We still have the Pete alive. Still hitting. Oh, and the Pete is still alive. The stun not working. Pete living. Oh my god, that Pete got so much value. I absolutely destroyed this guy on so many levels. The level 3 Henrietta blasting through him. He is pissed. Stan the Great absolutely destroying the competition. You know what I noticed in like 3 games today? When you play Murph's ability, when he's attacking a tank and the target of his ability is already attacking him, he doesn't switch targets. Like if you're attacking Witch and Chaos is right next to you and you use Murph, he's supposed to go to the nearest kid, so switch targets to the Chaos and kill the assassin, right? Doesn't happen. You'll see it happen here. I'll point it out. Doesn't happen. It's really weird. So we're going to lead with the Michael here, I'm sure. Oh, no. All right. All right. I like that. We're waiting for the Henrietta to play the Goth kids. That's safe. That's the safest play. He forced my hand there by how he played. Now, the Murph here is good. The slow makes it so she heals a little bit slower. The Friar is great to have, though. Keep it up here. Can we get the Stan the Great off? Yes, the Stan the Great doing work. We get the Pete off right before Nathan gets to the New Kid. So Nathan absolutely destroys the New Kid. And Pirate Ship comes out and blasts the back line. Well done. Well done. Michael does die, though, but that's okay. We're in good shape here. Furkel's going to come out and take one for the team. Just fine if he dies. Gets Pete a little bit of extra health. Did I say Nathan? I meant Michael. They're all retarded to me. All these ones that are just a fucking name. So stupid. Pete. Alright. Should be like Pete. Pete Nosferatu. Pete Ferratu. Alright, we got another one. We got the member berries, which or not member berries. Moody. Moody is member berries. Moody has Henrietta level 4, so Moody has a better deck than one of my free-to-play whales decks. Even has Stan the Great 7, not bad. Alright, probably wait on the Pirate Ship Timmy Blast until it could maybe hit the Furkel, or the... Oh, that was just beautifully done. The slow actually made the Michael slow down so that the AoE did hit him. Made him play the Henrietta probably a little bit earlier than he probably wanted to. Slow there. The knockback there was really good. We're going to go ahead and use that to slow down the extra Furkel damage a little bit. Good damage here from the Chaos. Almost missed his Chaos. Nice. Oh, we missed the slow just barely, which could be a problem here. We're going to slow play our Henrietta behind him. This guy's got a good setup. Our Stan the Great is out, but doing great damage to his Henrietta. Our Michael goes down. Our Henrietta comes out. Pete comes out. Notice that he doesn't have the Pete, so his units die much sooner than mine, but he did get the Pete out. His Furkel is getting that damage spawned, which is what I was talking about, so no worries there. We're just going to have to push with our Goth kids and push through. The 3 energy wasted there. Well done with the Furkel on the Pete. Furkel not able to heal the damage, and the Pirate Ship doing the damage, taking him out, but they're going to reset, respawn. We're going to put the Murph out front because we have to focus on this push. This is our only chance. We're not going to have another one. Why no freeze ray? I think because we wanted to have the It's just not. Honestly, it's so easy to misplay that it's better not to have it. I would prefer it, but it's better to not have it. Especially on lower teams like Black Lotus and Bear Life and stuff. Well played, though. Triple pushed it in. Fart again. Double fart. Double fart. Super fart. Triple fart. Triple fart. Triple fart. Triple fart. Oh! The hat trick! Psalm is for bitches. Don't need a psalm, baby. Don't need a psalm to beat you up, baby. Psalm is for bitches. All right. Got him behind. The pirate ship is one of the few things that can actually break the slave heel. So we're going to play the pirate ship, knowing that we got Big Mesquite Murph ready. Stan in the corner. No, yeah, Stan there like that. Stan has pretty good attack. He could break the heel if it's perfectly in line with something else. Also, he survives for a long time. All right, this is good. I like this. We're going to wait until... That was just to use it because we're going to get it back. Might as well get a little bit of decreased damage. We wait until he's got half health to use the pirate ship, which was perfect. There we go. Use that and head to the Timmy. Well done. Go ahead and use that so there's no damage from those chickens. Could use it a little earlier, but... Now we get the Pete out. We're going to have the Henrietta ready. Put it in the corner. Looks like he's healing just fine. We get another Stan the Great out. Well done. Well done here. The heals are coming out. Play the Furkle. Henrietta is ready when we need him, but Michael has healed up almost all his health. Do we even need to play Henrietta? We didn't play it because we were more worried about the Michael than the Furkle. We get the Michael back. No, Michael doesn't die. Michael has been alive this entire time. That extra Furkle damage and the heal from Pete keeping him alive incredibly. And that Stan the Great one-shotting the Furkle is very big. Very big. And that same Michael is just killing it on the backside. Incredible. One card took the entire bar. The entirety. And then, did anybody else hit the bar? Hold on, let's go back. Did anybody else hit the bar except for Michael? Did Michael take all 3 bars completely by himself? No fucking way. No way. No way. Because, I mean, his goth kids were mid. He was supporting mid. No way. Michael just walks his happy ass down while he's playing shit mid. And he doesn't once do it. No way. No shot. Nothing else hits. Oh, and the bar wiped everything for me. And nothing else has a chance to hit. Oh, Pete hit. No, Pete. Oh, I don't think Pete got a hit off. I think Michael got his hit off. That's so funny. 3 bars, 1 cup. 3 bars, 1 Michael. Babies. This Babsies, not babies. Babsies. I thought this guy's name was Babies the whole time I was playing him last night. Rip. All right, leading the Pete. If you have a tank to lead in front of it, not terrible. But see how he's dumping all his energy? Like, I know his push. I can decide. I decide the outcome now. So I wait. Like normal, Stan the Great. You use it. Low their heal damage and shit. Now you use the slow. See that? Right when the Stan the Great was going off, when he gets half health, you use the pirate ship to blast through the half health. Beautifully done. You use the Stan the Great again. Then you wait on this slow. You don't use it right away. Now you nail it. I could have waited a little bit on it, but he was also dying. All right, that's good. Stan the Great still alive, still blasting. Now we wait on the slow. We use the slow again. Now comes the slow. There it comes. Well done. Well done. I like it. I'm loving it. Henrietta not being used yet. That level 3, we are trying to hide a little bit. But the good news is that the combination of Pete and Michael is actually good enough to stand on its own. The Furkle, just a little bit of a bonus. Helps him stay alive. That extra 104 on the Pete was pretty good. But it did not matter. That level 6 is going to come through and get big heals. Stan the Great in the corner, ready to go. Cycle back to Stan the Great is so quick with those goth kids out. That's so crazy how quick. That's why you try to play him front so he actually dies. Because you'll cycle back to him so quick if your goth kids are out. It's almost like 2 cards and he cycles back. So that's maybe why, you know, you could use Super Fart, Cycle Quick, get your better cards out, shit like that. All right, we're gonna Big Gay Al, no, Big Mesquite Murph here. It's pretty good. Pirate Ship Timmy. Always play him against the Slave because, like I said, he's one of the few things that gets it done. We have levels here, so we can kind of play play however we want, really. We're gonna have to put something out to break that Slave, or we could just wait for eventually the pirate ship to do it for us. The one good thing about Team Wars is that in a situation like this, you can just keep feeding. So right there, I thought Murph would switch to the Chaos, but I guess not. But you can just keep. I've done this before with BHK and like my Slave. I think it was his Slave got into my corner. His Slave was like right here, and I put my Slave here in BHK, and I was able to boost my Slave all the way up to like hundreds and hundreds of attack because I just wasn't, and I didn't have to move, and he wasn't gonna like remove me or anything, so I didn't have to worry. So I was just able to stack a push behind him there and just get incredible BHV or Buckethead versus Bounty Hunter Kyle value. Because he was just sitting there blasting the Slave the whole time. So anytime I put somebody out there, he was immediately getting BHK boosts because BHK was just sitting there blasting the Slave the whole time. It was hilarious. I actually think it was a Zen. It was Slave hitting a Zen, and then BHK above the Slave. So Slave was never gonna beat the Zen. So I was just sitting there using BHK as like a constant attack boost. Okay, we use that to get him out in front. I like this. Now we're just waiting so we can play energy in front of the pirate ship if he plays anything in front of the pirate ship. No Goth kids yet, so we're going to go ahead and use this to just chip down the damage from the other guys. Chaos goes down, which is exactly what we wanted. We'll play Michael on the bottom side. Furkle midline to deal with that. Because of the levels here, we're not too worried about playing perfectly well here. We get the Pete out, and we might protect the Furkle. No, guess we don't care. We're more worried about just making sure that the Pete survives. Or that the Michael survives, sorry. Michael, Stan, Pete. God damn it. Can we get some names like Gorlock the Destroyer, please? Alright, we got another one. This one is labeled good game, so hopefully it is one. La Maranya. La Malanya. HDP. High definition penis. Mexican high definition penis, excuse me. Alright, we can play the Michael. It's not a bad lead. Ooh, okay. I don't hate that. Because I wanna what I'm doing right now is making sure I have the Pete. So I want a couple cycles to make sure that when I play this, I'm gonna be able to get him. So now we have enough energy for the Henrietta regardless. Could probably play Furkle. Okay, I like that. We could probably play Furkle somewhere, but I'm just trying to play the Henrietta here. Got that out. All right, now we play him. So he is getting my new kid, which to me it seems like he would have gone somewhere else with that, but we can play Furkle up here. Well, I actually made a mistake there. I should have played Furkle differently. I should have waited for the Slave Cox, but no big deal because new kid clears it out. We're going to just wait it out. Pete's going to be able to deal with that Mesquite Murph because that Cock took so many hits. That doesn't do shit. So we're going to go ahead and drop that out. We actually saved some health on the Henrietta by that Michael surviving that blast. That's really good. We get the Choir Boy out. Deal with those rats really easy. Like I said, I don't know why you would pick Choir Boy as your choice. Furkle is just stacking all my units here. We can play right behind because we know the Satan's not there anymore. We got the freeze ray if we need it. Pop. Smack-a-doobie. Well done, well done. All right, now we got Al-Babad. Al-Babad. Al-Babad Chingadazo. Anybody, does that mean something? All right, he leads the witch. I always like to lead what they lead if I have the option when it's a tank. Just even it up a little bit. We're not going to slow play ours, I don't think. Going to actually use the slow if we need it. Kind of mimicking what he's doing. Kind of just building up to get ready for the Goth push right here, really. Stand the Great in the corner, probably. other opposite corner. Okay, I like that decision since his Friar is going to go topside. Use the ability. I don't like to use the ability when you're slowed because then the animation is slowed, but... Alright, we put the Pete back. Alright. I'm liking this, so we're really slow playing here. That Witch survived way longer than I thought he would. That Friar was taken down. So we're making sure we have the energy that we need for the Henrietta. Then as soon as that Furkle dies, we're going to switch it out. We don't have the Michael yet, but Michael is probably the least impactful as far as if you have other units out. But Michael getting out will be good here. Using Michael to defend your new kid is smart instead of putting him like to try to kill the Pete or something like that, which is just going to respawn anyway. So trying to get Michael onto the Henrietta. The super fight there was stupid because I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't hit the Goth kids. For some reason I thought it would still hit him. Oh, we can deal. Oh, the chaos almost got through there. So now we almost recenter the push mid. So it actually works out really well. We lower their heal, which is brutal for them. They would have healed way up because of that extra Furkle heal that they had. Those two were devastating units, but Stan the Great without Stan the Great this week, you were in huge trouble. Like if you didn't have Stan the Great, if your team didn't pick Stan the Great, they made huge mistakes. Huge mistakes. All right, we're back to the Furkle. The level 3 Satan, not doing much. The Super Fart, not doing anything because of the Michael. Like it. Good stuff. All right, we got Crispy Pixie. What a great name. I got a Pixie and it's crispy. I only remember marking a few with good games, so pretty soon we're going to have the main event, which is Bueller. Which is funny because we're going to have another video come out with a double header of us playing him 2 times in one day. Or not 2 times in one day, but 2 times in... Well, in a couple streams, and I put them together. Alright, we're starting with the Pete. Don't hate that. Yeah, I agree with that. Try to get rid of that chaos if we can. The Super Fart would work, but now we're just protecting the Pete. The Friar is doing a great job healing up. The Michael isn't dying from the Mesquite Murph. We're in a little bit of trouble here, but I think he just blew it right there by playing that freeze ray. That energy that he lost there is going to be the death of him. I'm sitting here waiting. Oh no, he's going to heal himself. I'm sitting there waiting for that Michael to die and waiting for my Michael to die, but it never happened. We're going to go ahead and heal the AQR off of the Henrietta just because we don't want that to be there forever. And we didn't have a Furkle boost, so it wasn't really that impactful. Don't have the Pete there, so I didn't get the heal on that hit. But Stan the Great comes out. Perfect defense. And we're going to get a nice hit here. Blast 'em, pirate ship. Bloom. Blammers. Get a good one. He evens it up there. And the Henrietta does die there, which puts us in a potential dire situation. But the Michael, too strong with that boost from the Pete. Very well done. That was a pretty good game. All right, we have Bueller on the adventure locked. This was my second match of the night. My second match of the night, and we get Bueller of all people. Plus 128, right, dude? That Furkle was dying for his sins. Furkle plus Michael. All right, we're in a good spot here. See how the Michael fully heals the Murph? Almost. It's like 1 to 2 kind of. So if he didn't get stunned, he would be able to keep up with it. Like much better. But now the stun is starting to come through a little bit more. We have the Henrietta ready. We have the Slave ready. Hopefully Slave deals with the Furkle. No, the slow comes through, or the freeze comes through. This is all right. Henrietta's here if we need it. Michael comes out and dies. Henrietta comes out. We put Henrietta behind New Kid Make sure she doesn't take the damage. We want everything else to take the damage. Now the slave is getting hit. No heal break. The pirate ship didn't hit the slave. No, I think he might have. He did break the heal there. We got the purify. We're not even going to use the purify because we have those Furkle boosts. So we're just going to counteract the purify by playing that Friar out. And then we're just going to play through as normal. Now those guys aren't poisoned anymore. Only the AQR, or only the Henrietta has the AQR. Now those cocks come out. Bueller getting taken down. And I believe he just left, actually. So Bueller getting fucked by the Adventure Locked. And potentially trying to make us crash. But it didn't work. All right, we got Gotcha Boy. Wait. I think that was a mistake. I think that's a mistake. Is that one we already played? Is that one we already played? Wait, what is this? This is blue? Do we have 3 more blues? 1, 2, 3. What is this one? Gotcha Boy. 145, is it this one? Gotcha. Okay, we did already watch that one. Shit got confusing. I accidentally added one to the playlist that we didn't need there. Well, it happens. It happens. Well, Bueller. Like I said, pay attention on YouTube. We're going to have some other matches against Bueller coming up. But Team Wars, even on the Adventure Lock, he should have kept playing, man, because after those Goth kids died, you have a level 3 witch to worry about. Problem is, those Goth kids weren't fucking dying. So, Matt, you said the deck was tricky. I didn't find it to be hard. It's kind of an understanding of a couple of main principles in that deck, I think, is knowing, you know, you're going to have to break the slave with Pirate Ship Timmy, most likely. That's a big value save there. Play around the Satan, because you know that's going to be there. Be ready for the Goths, and then don't play your Goths until you have Pete, is my opinion. Unless you want to try to just go, you know, maybe Michael into the Henrietta. If you have energy, you know, you can kind of, and that's where it's like the experience comes in. I've played the game for so long, I know the kind of like the push and pull enough to know, like, can I get away with playing Michael and then have the energy for Henrietta? Or can I only play Michael when I have the energy for Henrietta already? And then if I do I need the Pete out there or else I'll die too soon in order to get the value from it and stuff like that. But yeah, it can be, I could definitely understand you getting in a bad situation for sure. But I would say that the fact that you have Murph, Slave, you have 2 other tanks to potentially protect you. You have Stan the Great. You have whichever other assassin it was, Chaos potentially. Maybe somebody has Rats, whatever it is. You have quite a bit to defend and, you know, protect yourself from you know, the rotation being bad. And then also, like, if you play in my opinion, is you don't want to lead with the Goth kids, because like you want to maybe make them think maybe they didn't go Goth kids, because then they'll let their guard up a little bit maybe, and then you'll just crush their skulls in. But I could definitely understand if you don't have the Goth kid levels. Like if you don't have Michael 5 or 6, if Pete's not 4 or 5, Pete, you know, you could maybe get away with being 3. And if Furkle isn't 6, I would say Furkle at 5 is pretty bad. If you have Furkle at 5, there's times I would say don't even play him. Just stick with the other ones in the push. But you saw there, you can, if you get Pete with like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 extra health or extra attack, and you get Michael with even just like 30 or 60 extra, that's so much extra heal on their hits that it can keep them alive so much longer. And if they're alive after Henrietta dies with some extra boost, then you can build almost a whole push on them and cycle sometimes back to the Henrietta, which is pretty crazy. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I wasn't so bad. On all my accounts were pretty even. Obviously, some had a little bit higher than the others, but they were all about the same. Couple had level 5 Michael. All of them had 6 Furkle. None of them had 7 Furkle. Pete was either 4 or 5 on all of them, and then only one of them, all of them had level 4 Henrietta. My main has level 5 Henrietta, and then one of my alts has 7 out of 8 Henrietta. Crazy. Went the other way, and it was actually better. Mamber Pig keeps taking bars. Yeah, but you saw me destroy Manbear Pig with Goth Kids. Like, if you get the Goth Kid against the Manbear Pig, you're going to win that push. Like, you're going to win that because Goth Kids does more DPS than Manbear Pig. Especially if you get the Witch in there to slow the Manbear Pig down, then you're in trouble. But yeah, it could be, like, you could potentially get a lot of value with Manbear Pig for sure. But in Team Wars, it's just... There's just like, you could just put Slave in front of Manbear Pig and Slave takes those hits forever, basically, right? Then you can play anything behind him. Stan the Great slows down Manbear Pig a lot too, so remember that goes the other way too. Saw a screenshot of someone from Chef's midline a 6 Manbear Pig. Yeah, but like, you could, if you have Henrietta and the Goth Kids ready, you could probably counter that. You put Henrietta, ideally you'd put Michael first. When Michael's about to die, you play Henrietta, and you have it spawn sideways so that Manbear Pig's attacking this way. Because then when Henrietta spawns, she'll spawn Michael to the right of Manbear Pig, and then Furkle will be on the left. So it's possible Furkle won't get hit by the AoE. If he does get hit, everybody just gets stacked. The biggest thing would be to have Pete. If you don't have Pete, Henrietta's going to die too fast. But yeah, obviously, if you don't have the levels, it's probably game over. Because if you could support that Manbear Pig with other high-level stuff, yeah, you could probably just push it down their face. Not fun, right? But, I mean, I think it's an inferior deck. And if we check the Team Wars score, where did Chef's line up? Chef's was, let's go to average. Chef's Elite was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th average, 109 average. Chef's Recruits had a better average with 111. Whoa. Only running 45 people. Well, Chef's is only running 46, so their decks are about the same. Dire Tide would have beat Chefs this week. Or did beat Chefs this week. Nice. Dire Tide was fighting Chefs. So Dire Tide. Nice! Dire Tide beat Chefs by 20-ish points. Nice. By 1 win and some change. Nice! That's good, because that puts us... What's the overall team now? That puts us at... Alexa, show me what I'm remembering. I had it marked down. Okay, yeah, so we were 206 above Chefs, and now we're 222 above Chefs. So that Dire Tide getting the win there helps us a lot, because we had lost. Mercenaries had beaten us like 3 weeks in a row, or maybe was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Can't remember. A couple of weeks ago, they went on a run and beat us a few times in a row, and on those weeks, Chefs gains like a couple points on us, because if they get first, they get like 50 points plus change. And if we get second, we get like 25 points plus change, plus a couple extra points because we have more people than them, but it evens out to them gaining some points on us. And now we gained, 15 points on them, 16 points on them, so that's pretty cool. So try not to let the team down on your debut. I mean, do you have good levels this week? I was wondering. You said something that sounded like... Oh, I did say it. Yeah, I say that all the time. I have so many of those. I'll say those instead of her name. I have so many of those in my house that Matt has to move his, or else it gets triggered. Because I'll ask her stuff like easy math questions that I don't want to think about, or look up a question or something like that. I'll ask her all the time. And sometimes I'll just be like, Alexa, set an alarm for 2 a.m. See ya. Bye, everybody on YouTube. Alexa, stop the alarm. I got you. I'm going to stop the Quick Pack video. If you're on YouTube watching this, or this isn't Quick Packs, we're getting them all mixed up. This is South Park Team Wars review for week 18. I appreciate you stopping by. We do this every week. If you want to be here live on Twitch and be part of the chat here in the corner, make sure you follow us on Twitch. The link is in the description, as well as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. I put stuff Sorry, Angel. I put stuff on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that pretty much every day. So, and we're getting thousands of views and stuff like that. So make sure you watch, be part of that. It's slowly growing into a nice little community over there. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.